Well, another patch drops for Apex Legends with meaningful changes. Beautiful stuff in the works has finally come to fruition. You know the title of this video. Someone, somewhere, figured out that you can beat people to death inside the dropship before they even get a chance to get out. Well done, Respawn! Well done!
Nah, nothing.
I knocked someone.
Nice! Oh, I hit one 3 times. Look at that!
Alright there, my name's Ragtag and I'm the greatest gutter tier gamer on the face of this earth, and welcome to a little chit chat about Apex Legends, the new patch that has dropped, giving us the duo mode and the firing range. So excited about these things, but of course I need to talk to you very quickly about what you've just seen. Now, that bug where you can get into the dropship and punch people to death, I don't advise doing it. I've done it obviously for this video and I want to raise awareness for the devs. If they haven't been told about it now, then God, they know, they should really be finding out on Reddit and on the forums and whatnot. I don't advise doing it for multiple reasons. You know, what's play fair and play nice and all that. No, it's not just that. Also, the game breaks. It actually has broken 2 or 3 times for me. One time, my game just closed completely after I downed someone. This is, you know, punching them in the dropship. You hear the noise. Some kind of weird reverse fart sound. And then the other thing is that I got internal server shutdown messages, which maybe closed the game for everyone or closed that particular lobby. So I don't think it's a good idea. And yeah, honestly, it's funny, but at the same time, there is a serious side to this. This is a game breaker. So I hope they patch this in. Hopefully it'll be patched before, you know, before this video comes out. But I'm thinking likely not, because I'm recording this not long after I did it. Anyway, so that being said, let's talk about the duo mode. I really like it. I think it's great. I'm so happy because I actually thought it would make the game easier. So when I was playing my duo modes today, I've played quite a few. I actually found the games harder, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I think it's great. What used to happen with the, you know, the squads of 3 is that people would be, they'd be mixed in terms of how they approach combat. So some would be tentative, some would be quite aggressive, but I've been finding mostly that the duo squad, it's just very dynamic all the time. I'm finding a lot of people just charge, and the weapon choices and how people are getting into combat. But the other thing that's happening is I'm getting second party, third party. Well, you don't get second party, but you get no. What the fuck? Yeah, fourth party, fifth party. That's all happening, and yeah, that is actually really exciting. So when you're looting someone's box or whatever, as soon as you start the loot, you can feel the shots coming in, and this is what I wanted from Apex Legends. I wanted that kind of combat, where, you know, you can barely catch your breath from the last fight, and I've died so many times to it, by the way, today. But I'm starting to feel that other players have worked out the best way to approach this game, and that is to get into, you know, into these fights as often as possible. And it probably should always have been that way, but when you had 2 other people to coordinate with, it made it just that little bit more difficult. So I'm feeling a massive positive from this. Obviously, I get games now and again where you find yourself in the middle of nowhere. You just realize everyone else dropped at the other end and there's nothing you can do about it. But the majority of my games today put a huge smile on my face. So this is a huge win for Respawn as well, because if the players are happy, then they must be happy. So I'm only gutted that we're getting this for like 9 days or 10 days, I think it was in total, 9 days left. So yeah, that's not a pleasurable outcome from my point of view. It needs to be like a month, dudes. Come on, leave it in. It's great. We're loving it. Anyway, right, so let's talk about other things like the firing range is in. That is awesome. You can take your squad in there. They've got the target dummies, so actual people that you can practice your headshots on and whatnot. Yeah, I'm really liking that. And the fact that they just lay all the loot out for you, it will satisfy all the goblins amongst you all. Yeah, all the armors are in there as well. So that is really, really good to see. I'm delighted with that change. And the other things that have come out some of it is good, but other bits I'm thinking, why did you change this? So, the weapons, first of all. I don't get this, right? But they've reduced the headshot multiplier of the wingman from 2.15 to 2.1. Get that right up your a-hole. Like, why would you do that? First of all, the wingman isn't really a problem in this patch. In this meta, in this season, on this map. No one really worries about the wingman headshot damage being too much. At least no one I've spoken to or heard about. So it's just a bizarre change. I don't know why they've done that. And yeah, so what the hell, Respawn? Yeah, forgive the cut right there. I was being a complete freaking moron. I totally missed out what I was trying to say. I messed it up. I was starting to talk about it and then we just put a cut in, right? So shut your mouths. Shut your mouths! Basically, they've changed the projectile width of some of the weapons to make them easier to hit. So they've done that with the snipers, like the Kraber, the longbow, DMR, and the L-Star as well. I think that's what it was. I'm not going to mess it up again. Yes, it was. What else? Shotguns. Yep. All shotguns are having projectiles with a small amount of width. Now, that means they're tightening up the spread, I'm assuming, which means it's harder to hit, but when you do, it's colossal. I've always found that with the Peacekeeper anyway, but, you know, the 8 damage, 9 damage thing, whatever, that's been the biggest issue for me. So we'll give that some more testing. Certainly when I've been playing today, the Peacekeeper has been all or nothing. So it's miss or destroy. But that's how it should be, isn't it? So I don't like glancing blows with shotguns. So we'll do more testing, but for me, so far, very, very happy with that. What else? Oh, yeah. Now look, loving this change. Finally, Respawn have given you something you can do with your legend tokens. So now you can re-roll your daily challenges. Hopefully, I've not tried it yet, but hopefully it means you can re-roll whenever it says, play Gibraltar. You're like, yeah, no, thanks, I'm not doing that. And I've got, I don't know how many tokens I've got. Is it like 80,000 or 70,000? I've got a load of them. So the numbers that they've charged here mean nothing to me. So on your first re-roll, 200 legend tokens. Second one, 500 tokens. Third or more is 1,000 for each reroll. So that's fine. I like the idea of doing that because it then means you can customize, you know, a little bit towards what you would like to do. At least just reroll the shitey ones. So I'm very, very happy with that. And the other thing that I think they've changed, where is it? There it is, ranked mode. So now if someone picks up your banner and there's no more respawn beacons, or more likely in your case, you're a bag of shite and they've just no interest in resin you, you can now, after 2.5 minutes, leave a match in ranked. So, to be honest with you, I wouldn't do that because the chances of gaining more points for surviving is surely better, right? So, yeah, that would be something that I think I would be not really worrying about, unless you particularly hate your toxic team, in which case mute them. What else? Oh yeah, so EMP now will damage armor that players have dropped. So that little sneaky tactic, when you can see the drone coming in, you know that EMP is going out, you drop your armor. If you just drop it and it's still warm, then it's going to take the damage. So that's pretty interesting. And also there was a bug where if you start resin someone on the train, you both fly off. That has now been fixed as well. So all in all, I think that there's a positive amount of changes here, but the people in the dropship, dudes, I can't believe these things continually happen. So yeah, I'm really, really having a great time on the Apex Duels, guys. Let me know in the comments how you're finding it. For me, spot on. Alright, that'll do it, but I'm taking it easy. Shut your fucking mouth. Catch you in the next one. Later.
Spicy. Oh! Take a seat! Oh, that's no fun. 152 damage up the ass. Oh! Oh, that would have been another one. Another one.
He's right there, isn't he?
I life.
I think he is. I'm not 100% sure.
Frightened like a ferret.
Oh! Holy shit! Get fucking wrecked!
Easy win.